What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today we are diving back into the Verrotwood to play the Haunted Village mission. I think it's haunted. It might be abandoned. It's definitely abandoned, but I think it's called the Haunted Village mission. Before we go take a look at all that stuff, if you haven't considered smashing the buttons or checking out the links in the description, please consider doing that, as it really does help me push these games out to more people so that more wargamers can experiment and play games and have experiences in more different, wonderful, and sometimes terrifying worlds. That being said, let's go take a look at the board, the scenario, and all that good stuff for this game of Verrotwood. Welcome back to the Verrotwood, my friends. We're going to be playing the Haunted Village scenario today. So we've got my team, my cult, deployed along this southern edge. We have a well in the very middle that is already, we know for a fact, haunted. Ghost is on it. We have these four main structures. 1, 2, 3, 4. We want to search those structures and get out of here as quickly as possible. So scenario will end at turn 5, into turn 5, when all of the structures have been searched or when all of the cultists are dead. When we search them, we're rolling a detail. We're taking an intelligence test. On a 6 to 10, we gain 25 favor. On a 1 to 5, the structure is now haunted, so we find a ghost there. The ghosts are tied. They can only move up to 6 inches away from their haunted location, so I might be able to dodge around them. They can't really be hurt. The ghosts get to activate twice during the turn, and they are not affected by terrain. They can move right on through it because they're ethereal beings. However, again, they are tethered to within 6 inches. So we're going to go to the bag. We got 2 tokens in the bag for the ghost, and then 1 of each for all of my friends. First up out of the bag is going to be Mustab, who is the cultist that we indoctrinated after the loss of Relique One Eye. That's him right there. Going to move up this way with a run action. Next up will be Emric the Bearer, who's also going to move. Now, he has a mount, so he's going to move up 12. Ghost activates and will move 6 inches towards Emric. Put a marker. Verrotwood is up next. They're going to move 6 and then spend 4 ritual points to twist the fates to give me a reroll. Next will be Claustrum, who will move up 9 because he also has the Earthworm's mount, and he will perform the same ritual. Last in the bag is the Ghost's second activation, which it'll just swing a little bit towards Verrotwood because, again, it is tethered to that well. First out of the bag for turn 2 is a Ghost who can't really do anything because he can't get any further away from his well. Next up for me will be Claustrum, who is going to run for 12 with his mount straight up that street towards the abandoned church. Ghost, again, can't really do anything. Just sits put, stays put. Next will be Emric, who's going to move up 9 and then ritual himself for twisting the fates. Also, just want to point out, I messed my numbers up this turn. 4 was not Claustrum. I'm going to leave it put, and we'll just swap the numbers for this turn, but I did mess that up. It happens. So now we got 2, which should have been Claustrum. For this turn will be Mustab, who's going to move up, double move. He's going to move up 6, and then he is also going to twist the fates. Last up will be Verrotwood, who will move just a little bit this way. So right about there. No, we're not taking the shrubberies with us. So right about there. First draw for turn 3, going to be Emric. Can't quite get to the door of that building on my regular 9-inch mounted moves, so I'm going to have to make the run action. To put myself at the door. Claustrum will be up next. He's going to move up to the church door and investigate. So int test, and we have a reroll. 9, we're good. We find the 25 favor. 3 is Verrotwood, who I really didn't want to go with yet, and so they're just, well, I will call forth the greater summon and then move up to the door. My strategy here is to keep that, because the summon is closer, the ghost will be attracted to it, hopefully. 4 is Mustab, our new friend, who's going to move up to the door of this ruin and make an intelligence test to search it. See what we can find. 8! That's another 25 favor. Let's go. Summon will stay put. Last 2 in the bag are the ghosts. So the first thing the ghost will do, this is within 6 of the well, so he's going to come over here and swing at the summon. So our ghost friend is going to swing. He's going to roll his strength pool, which is 2. Getting a 6 as his high number. I then have to roll my intelligence to defend against this, which is only 1. That is a 5, so that is not big enough to save. So the ghost will hit him for 4, that go, and he will go again. Ooh, that's a crit. Oh! But that is also a crit. That should fail. Correction. It is meet or beat. So that'll deal the damage, and since it's a crit, it'll deal +1. So 5 damage that guy. Totally fine. His only purpose is to be a tank right now. We come to turn 4, and Verrotwood will be our first activation. That's actually really, really good. So let's see what we find inside of this ramshackle abode. A 1. We're going to use our reroll there from Twisting the Fate, see if we can do better than that. Oh, we did better, but not better enough. So that is a piece of haunted terrain. We're then going to move away from it. Next up, we have Claustrum, who's going to just run himself back down this road. Next up for us is Emmerich, who's going to see what he finds. 8. That's going to be 25 more favor. And at that point, our new ghost moves through the wall towards Verrotwood. Our original ghost will take a swing at the summon, keeping a 5. Oh, I blocked that though. No damage. Summon is the next draw. He will do nothing. Next draw after the summon is Mustab, who will run down the road. 2 right there. Ghost number 2 will move up to Verrotwood and take a swing with their cold, clammy hands. Getting a 1. That's a massive fail. We defend. Beautiful. Last token out of the bag, our original ghost will take 1 more swing at the summon. Getting a 9. That's a pretty good roll. Just so everybody sees that. Okay. Just gonna pretend that didn't happen. 10. We block. Let's go. And at that point, the round will end, and the game will end as well because all of the structures have been searched. This was fun. This was kind of a different kind of thing from what I've played so far because I wasn't really worried about killing anything. It's just kind of get in, grab some resources, and get gone, which we effectively did. So we're going to get 75 favor out of that for what we found in the abandoned village, bringing our total to 99 favor. Then we get to explore the forest. Getting a 6 of clubs. I'm really excited that it's something other than a mount. Not that the mounts aren't cool, but I want to see a different part of the forest. So a 6 roll a d10. We have found a weapon. 8 is a heavy bladed weapon. Sweet. That heavy bladed weapon will go to our new friend Mustab. The heavy bladed weapon will go to Mustab, as well as 50 favor that we're going to spend to up his defense to 2 so that he is on par with the rest of the Shield of Shalek. And that, my friends, is going to do it for today's game of Verrotwood. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out while I rolled some dice. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day.